Hello, everyone. Today, our presentation is based on our free book, which explores bilingual education policy by looking at the New Zealandian strategies approach and proposing potential adaptations for Colombia.
New Zealand's language policy has a key focus on promoting multilingualism and revitalizing the Rio Maori, which was recognized as an official language in 1987. This policy integrates Maori languages education into the national curriculum through bilingual models. Historically, the Maori language and culture was systematically marginalized due to the British colonial policies, leading to a drastic decline in speakers. However, a strong cultural revitalization movement emerged from the mid-20th century, leading to initiatives like Kohanwa Reo, which are Maori languages immersion centers.
Nowadays, the teaching of the Maori language is seen as a step toward historical reconciliation and building a more inclusive society. Key pillars supporting this policy include the official status of the Maori language, bilingual public services, and dedicated media platforms such as Maori television. This policy also has had significant positive effects, including cultural revitalization and social inclusion, strengthening Maori people's connection to their heritage and ensuring that their language is visible and respected.
Now, let's compare New Zealandian approach with the situation in Colombia. Both countries share similarities, such as significant linguistic diversities and expressing the long-term effect of colonization with marginalized minority languages. However, their approach differs significantly. New Zealandian main goal is promoting of multilingualism and Maori revitalization. Colombia, on the other hand, primarily emphasizes Spanish-English bilingualism, and they integrate human capital into the global economy.
These different goals led to key differences in implementation. For instance, New Zealand has Maori immersion schools in both rural and urban areas using online tools to reduce access gaps. Colombia faces more challenges with uneven rural versus urban access to qualified teachers and digital tools. Teacher training is another gap. While New Zealand has specific programs for Maori teachers despite shortage, Colombia's training is often insufficient, particularly for primary English teachers. Our research highlights significant gaps in Colombia's policy, unequal implementation between public and private institutions, the adoption of foreign models without considering the local context, and crucially, the exclusion of indigenous languages and other foreign languages in bilingualism programs, which focus almost exclusively on Spanish and English.
Inspired by New Zealand's model of language revitalization and inclusion, our flipbook proposes ways to improve Colombia's bilingual policy, focusing on enhancing English teaching equity in public elementary education in Bucaramanga. The general objective is to ensure more effective access to bilingualism standards. Also, we identify a specific objective. The first one is strengthen English communicative competencies of elementary teachers to at least B1 level. The second one, progressively increase English teaching hours in public elementary school. The third one, implement contextualized pedagogical strategies using ministry-provided materials.
Our proposal outlines three main strategies. Bilingual teacher training. A continuous program aims for B1 certification for teachers. Increasing English hours, gradually moving from 2-3 hours per week to 4 for first and third grade and 5 hours for grades 4 and 5 over the 3 years. And contextualize strategies aligning with national guidelines and using local research like Boni Bonita and original material.
The expected results are: first, between 80 to 100 of teachers certified B1; second, increased English exposure amongst the educational community; third, improvement in students' English level from A1 to functional A2; and lastly, the establishment of a bilingual school culture.
This proposal aims to directly address inequalities by training public school teachers, increasing student exposure, and providing relevant resources. By promoting a bilingual school culture, it helps normalize English use for all students, regardless of socioeconomic background.